Shalom, this is Rabbi Daniel Rabin of the Northeastern Jewish Center. News headlines, of course, today are all about the budget that was revealed last night, and I'm by no means an economic expert or going to give you an opinion whether or not I think it's a good budget. Obviously, time will tell. But what I can tell you is that our Hasidic masters tell us the way we observe and see how things happen in our daily lives can be a lesson in our service of improving ourselves. And I was noticing how this budget, how all the media was interviewing different people and they were giving their opinion about the budget. I was noticing how people are very absorbed in how the budget affects them personally. You know, the wealthy, of course, are worried about their 2%, but are okay because they have enough money. And those who are in difficult situations are, of course, worried about the bottom line, bread on the table. And it made me realize, you know, there was a story that happened to me some years ago when I was a counselor in a camp, an overnight camp. And they were doing a barbecue, and sadly or unfortunately the person who was arranging the barbecue undercatered. So most of the boys got a piece of chicken and there was 2 boys who didn't get. And I was looking around and seeing how the rest of the boys who had got their chicken were happy. They were eating, they were fine. I got my plate of food, no need to worry. Fortunately, there was 2 good boys who stood up and had cut their chicken in half and shared it with those 2 boys who didn't get. And I think we perhaps can take out a positive message from the reaction of people, in a sense that we have to remember that no matter what happens in our lives and how things affect us, to not be so closed and thinking that life is only about us, but to remember that there are those around us. And even though maybe the budget does affect us or doesn't affect us, to remember that there's other people out there who may need some help or may need some care and concern. And therefore, if the budget does affect you in a negative way and it's going to be harsh, I give you a blessing that Hashem helps you get out of the situation. And if it doesn't affect you, then think about those around you who may be less fortunate. And please God, we'll all be blessed with a positive outcome. And may Hashem look after all of us, and of course this great country, Australia. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom, and see you next week.